You gotta keep talking.
Yep. Am I audible now? Audible.
Oh man, I mean, you don't need to deep throat it, but that's.
Well, that's not funny, man.
It's like
she bled another guy.
That's true.
it's like framped.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to NIBScast episode 48-2. I'm one of your hosts, Aaron Lamping, joined as always by Nikki13.
Why is it 48-2?
Because you tried 48 the last time. And now
Right.
it's 48-2. You didn't know about 48-1.
No. But if that episode doesn't exist, then there is no episode 48-1.
There is.
So this would be episode
Exists
48.
in our heart and minds.
So it doesn't exist.
In my heart and mind.
And I'm also not sure why the solo cast wasn't episode 48 either.
This is the OVA, okay? That was the OVA.
This is
your
the-
solo.
This is the .2 patch.
Yeah, the point. 48.2. Yes.
Those are the two voices you hear, Matt Slade and Jordan Diaz.
Yes, I am.
Yep.
Which one are you?
I am Jordan Diaz.
And I'm Slade.
Slade.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no. You're
And I'm Sumbro.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Getting excited for Dark Souls 3?
I have stayed spoiler-free mostly. I watched Epic Name Bros walkthrough of the first one, like an entire 100% walkthrough, where he does everything and he reads every item description and puts together most of the things.
Is this
a
one
lot
day
of
and
free
date
time.
for everything? Is this one day and date for everything? Like PC, PS4, Xbox One?
I'm not sure. Like I said, I've been
I'm not
spoiler-free,
sure as
which
far
means
as-
I only know what the
Well, like
title
Dark
looks
Souls
like.
2, the PC.
I'm not sure as far as PC
okay.
is concerned.
Yeah.
I don't think they've
Don't need
announced
Jordan
anything.
spoiling shit again for everybody.
Oh, man.
I'll be spoiling it for everybody. I pre-ordered on PS4.
Oh, you mean Dark Souls 2? No, you guys didn't watch. Shut up.
Oh man. Oh god. Oh man.
You guys
Derek
liked
did.
it. You liked it. Derek was like, I'll spoil myself.
Mm-hmm.
And he did, and he liked it.
Spoilers.
Spoilers.
I also believe we got Happy Walk that night. I remember that being a highlight of that night for me.
Yeah, because we all ordered it. Yeah. I remember that. That was a good night.
I don't remember getting Happy Walk, but I remember that night.
I don't remember that. Oh, is that the night that we played the game? The drinking game?
No, that was Dark
No.
Souls 1.
Oh.
That's when
Oh,
Dark
yeah,
Souls
no,
2
no.
first came out, and I brought the 360 version over, and I
Yeah,
played it
what
on
are you
a
doing
separate
now?
computer. We had three. It was a special night because we had 3 monitors in that room. I remember.
Special night.
It was a special.
Were you
night.
at my 21st birthday?
Yes.
Yes.
Where we had 8
Yeah.
TVs
Yeah.
and Halo?
And the room temperature was 95 with all the PCs running.
Got
It was
toasty.
great.
It was always toasty in that room. It was great though. It's homey.
For the record, the
Homely.
room temperature only matters because it was December.
It's so hot.
Alright,
Mhm.
let's jump right in with some news. We'll start with Nintendo this week. Nintendo had a Direct. Kind of came out of nowhere. I think it was Thursday or Wednesday. They were like, oh yeah, by the way, we're having a Direct on Friday. And everybody's like, yay, NX and cell phone stuff. They're like, and not those. So, the Direct was focused on Wii U and 3DS titles coming through summer 2016. They started the Direct by saying Star Fox Zero is ready and will be launching on April 22nd, alongside Star Fox Guard, which actually, it's a separate game, but they're selling them to, they come together.
I want
okay.
a new Star Fox Assault.
Oh, I wish. The multiplayer in that was so good. But, so Star Fox Guard is kind of like a tower defense. You place cameras, and then, you have to, rotate the camera to actually, shoot the
Interesting.
things coming at you. And you can actually do your own enemy placement and upload that online for people to try.
Oh, it's
very
becoming a
interesting.
thing now.
They also announced that there will be Amiibo support. They want a lot of it to be a surprise, but the one they announced that if you use your Fox Smash Amiibo, you'll unlock the original Super Nintendo R-Wing
In
for
the
use
in the
game.
Star Fox Zero.
Yeah.
I seen what it looks like. Right before I came over, I watched Game Theory with Miyamoto. It's great.
My hand gestures don't really mean anything.
It's in spirit. He was making hand gestures. Appropriate ones.
Appropriate ones.
Yes.
Paper Mario Color Splash was announced for the Wii U and will be coming sometime in 2016. We can imagine, since this was through summer games, it's supposed to be sometime in the first half of the year.
I didn't hear much about, since I don't own a 3DS, I didn't hear much about that Paper Mario game. It was the sticker one.
It was apparently really bad. They've really stripped out a lot of the RPG stuff from it.
And
from what I've heard, I mean, I don't know. It's never. I enjoyed the N64 one, but I never really played past that.
I heard mixed reviews of it.
I originally bought a Wii for a few reasons, like the original Wii, and one of them was to play Super Paper Mario. And I never bought it, and I keep telling myself I'm gonna get around to it. But the first one and Thousand Year Door were the best ones. And then I don't hear much about Super Paper Mario, but I don't hear anything bad things about
I like
it.
it a lot.
Good. I have hopes.
They give Luigi a purpose.
Oh, sweet. I love Luigi in all the games.
Yeah.
Luigi's Mansion. That's where it's at.
I've been playing it.
I really want to try that new Mario and Luigi cross Paper Mario that came out on the 3DS.
Oh, I heard about that.
Because apparently there's a sub-story in there where Luigi's like, how come I don't have a paper counterpart? Because Paper Luigi isn't in it.
Real quick, can I make a note here that he looks like he should be watching NASCAR right now?
NASCAR.
Turn left.
With the Dr. Pepper. Yeah, I see that. It's
That's what does it for
No,
me,
like-
not the flannel and
like-
hat.
kind of like a can, like a beer can.
Who
Some
drives?
past blue ribbon.
I mean,
outside
that's
your
not.
door.
It's not Dr. Pepper.
Who
It's whatever
drives
you
the
guys want
Dr.
it to be.
Pepper car?
I don't know.
Just
I can Google the phrase, who drives the Dr. Pepper car now?
Moving on, Super Mario Maker will be receiving yet another update. This one will be coming March 9th, so possibly by the time you're listening to this podcast. The new update will include a new difficulty to the 100 Mario Challenge. You'll be given
my
6
God.
extremely difficult courses.
Oh god.
Nick, your levels might stay online here.
Right?
Beating this mode will be how you unlock one of 12 new mystery mushroom outfits. Like, there's 12, so you'd have to beat this 12 times to unlock
My
one.
god.
I haven't figured out who drives it yet, but it's a Toyota Camry.
Okay.
NASCAR! Shaking the P switch will now turn it into a key, while shaking doors twice will turn them into locked doors. So now you can actually
That excites me.
you can put the
That's
key
pretty
on a
sweet.
Bowser. They specifically said now you can have mandatory boss fights.
I like it.
Shaking coins will now turn them into pink coins. You can place as many pink coins. I mean, I'm sure there's some sort of limit, but they didn't say. Every example they had 5 to 6. So you can place the pink coins in the level, and that will, if you collect all of them, that'll give you a key too. So you can hide pink coins throughout the level. And finally, shaking a thwomp will now turn it into a spike pillar from Super Mario World. So those things are all the way across the stage.
David Reagan.
Hey, if you want to support the NIBScast.
Now, no, I'm excited about specifically the key and the spike pillar. Excited about those.
Because more people just making
Spike
the
pillar.
spike pillar to a.
Spike pillar in the Baby Swim Club.
I'll be okay with that.
An update is coming.
Like, was that spike pillar? Like, people were making that in the game without the spike pillar. Like, they would modify a few things to put it in, so now they don't have to.
And to beat the level, you have to grab the key while Bullet Bill's like, I'll shoot at you.
Gotta grab the key. Oh, you have a reason for that mystery, like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, reason
You gotta
for
get the
room.
key and get in before it kills you.
Yeah, I like it.
Dear God. Splatoon will also be receiving an update on March 9th.
I like Splatoon.
The first update will be item/weapon balancing and changes to the matchmaking. They didn't really go into specifics. They said that'd be kind of boring unless you're
Like,
Into that stuff,
high
yeah.
tier in it. But
Are there some
they'll have
OP
information on their website when it's out.
Are there some OP weapons that people don't like?
Oh, I'm sure. I mean, the roller's still ridiculous, man.
Just runs people over, jeez.
There's going to be second and third update coming separately, but both of those updates will be about weapons, adding specifically new combinations. So it doesn't sound like any new weapons, but like if you liked this grenade with this weapon and this special, you'll be able to use that. And then Sheldon, the little weapons vendor guy, he'll be all like, this one's my favorite. You should use this one. So maybe if you use like his special loadout, you'll get more points or something. That'd be kind of cool.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Those are coming later this year. Moving on to the 3DS side of things, a new Kirby game was announced, and the Kirby Amiibo line are headed to 3DS on June 10th. This is actually how they ended the Direct, and it was just like, it was an alright Direct, and then just kind of went thump. It's like, oh, yay, Kirby.
Yeah,
I don't
Kirby.
know, I just wasn't excited about
What's
it.
wrong with Kirby?
I'm just not excited about Kirby.
The
More amiibos you have to buy.
They keep yarning shit, by the way. Like, there's a few games
Well,
where
they yarned Kirby years ago.
they yarned Kirby, they yarned Yoshi. I just want, like, a
They've
revamped
done
old
all
Kirby
two
game.
things.
All two things, yes.
Like, I don't care. Bring the Crystal Shards back. I don't know. If you give me another Crystal
like that
Shards, I
game.
love it. Yeah, I love the Crystal Shards game.
I forgot I liked that game, but I did.
So they brought out the producer on Metroid Prime Federation Force, who basically was all like, please, we're sorry we didn't explain this last year, and we're still not going to explain it now. But it is coming out on...
Both of them
in the
must
summer.
go to the Phil Spencer School of how to give people direct information.
Right?
We'll get there. So basically, like, the game looks good. It's just it's not the Metroid game people want right now, and like that's unfortunate.
It's not the Metroid game people want anytime.
Because this could be the best thing in the world, but it's not a 2.5D Metroid, and people are just gonna.
It's
riot
not a
for it.
Metroid.
What is it?
It's the fucking, like, party shooter.
How would you think a two... Like, the style of the old Metroid games, kind of like, not like scroller, but like 2D and the way it was before, but with like updated graphics, kind of like a Metroid from Super Smash Bros. Sprite.
Yeah, no, I'd be down with that.
You'd be okay.
Yeah.
You'd be good with that. All
Yeah.
right. Because the whole like first person shooter thing's kind of weird to me.
It honestly.
I was never a huge fan of them when they first came out. I've gone back and played through most of the first one, and just because I get distracted by other games,
Yeah.
I haven't finished it. It's actually pretty good for being a single stick shooter. But it does seem weird to me. I did like the the actual gameplay of Other M.
Yeah.
Even though the story.
I
was
like the
weak.
first person shooters. I just never liked using Wii motion control for first person shooters.
See, I never played them on Wii.
Oh, okay.
I played them on GameCube.
Yeah, they're not bad on Wii. I got the trilogy collection for like $10 when it came to the Wii U eShop.
What if we did a third person Samus cover shooter?
Gears
Leave.
of Troid. Gears of Troid. And then finally, there was a bunch of stuff in this direct. These are just my highlights, but finally, the thing I was kind of most excited about, Super Nintendo games are coming specifically to the new Nintendo 3DS eShop. Out right now are Super Mario World, F-Zero, and Pilot Wings. On March 24th, you can look forward to Super Mario Kart, Earthbound, and Donkey Kong Country. And on April 14th, you can look forward to Link to the Past, Donkey Kong Country 2, and Super Metroid, with more to come afterwards.
Interesting. Very interesting.
I'll be buying a 3DS soon since my new job.
Make sure you get a new 3DS.
New 3DS.
Yeah,
I don't think you can get just the normal 3DS anymore, like unless you go to like
that's
a
fine.
resale shop.
I
Is
didn't
there
buy-
a new 2DS?
Oh yeah, no, don't buy the 2DS because you're not gonna be able to play these games.
Nah, those are games I need to play. So like Metroid, Super Metroid, and Earthbound.
They
F-Zero.
specifically said something that's with the way they're emulating it, with how they want the games to look and the pixel perfect stuff. That's why it needs the new one. It can't be on the old
It
ones.
looks good. I've seen some shit, man. It looks good.
They also just kind of mentioned, like, they didn't go into any detail. They were all like, don't forget to sign up for your My Nintendo account, that the new, how everything's going to work going forward, and pre-register for Miitomo launching later this month. It's going
It's
to be
Miitomo.
What's Miitomo?
It's basically Facebook, but with your Miis and on your cell phone.
Stupid.
That is dumb.
I mean, we'll see. I mean, if I can Street Pass with it, how dope would that be?
I can't wait to join the Street Pass people because it's such a big thing. I want to know what it's
You
about.
gotta collect your puzzle
There's
pieces.
this. Speaking of cell phones, there's a new cell phone where you can do hot swap your battery.
Ooh.
Like,
What?
there's this new cell phone where you can hot swap your battery. You pull out the bottom cartridge and it has your battery. You click it off, put on the new battery, click it in, and you have a fully charged battery. Basically,
Reload your phone.
basically, you're reloading your phone.
It's good.
So basically, it has an internal battery and an external battery.
no,
The
it's,
internal battery has a small charge in it, small enough for you to change phones or change batteries. You're good.
It's good. It's good. Touch Nate.
I think it's a LG or no something.
Yeah, because
like
otherwise, like if you had to turn your phone off, I mean, I could just carry 2 batteries as it is.
It had to be an
Are you
LG
at my house
because
for the podcast?
Yes, I am. Ooh.
that. Matt Czech sends me like 25 snaps of
Yeah.
him playing fucking Pokemon.
Right?
I'm so done.
Jesus!
By the way, when did they announce the Sun and Moon? I thought they said it
Last
was direct.
Friday. Not this direct this Friday, but
Last
it was
Friday? Yeah.
before that. So, moving on, we'll go on with some Sony news. No Man's Sky officially has a launch date. It will be June 21st, and it will sell for $59.99. So, I mean, as big as the game's supposed to be, I have no. If
Business
it's
as
good,
usual,
I
yeah.
have no problem paying a full retail.
It's on my Steam wish list, but I probably won't buy it when it comes out.
A collector's edition will be available. The PC version, collector's edition, will come with a little 8-inch spaceship.
Tin spaceship. It's like a metal spaceship. Yeah.
Ooh.
And the PS4 one will come with a steel book and art book. No other information was given at this time. I don't get why they're not just the same.
Dude, I was so bummed. I went to pre-order the collector's edition of Dark Souls 3. And looked up the pre-order and everything. Didn't pay attention to the fact that it was a retailer exclusive, the one that I was looking at. Amazon has an exclusive one that comes with a full fucking sized art book and a much cooler fucking statue. So I went to GameStop and I was like, alright, so I want to pre-order this. And they're like, alright, so it comes with all this and it comes with that half-sized fucking thing that my last one did. I was like, whoa, I thought it came full size. And they're like, oh no, that was the Amazon exclusive. That's been sold out for months. I was like, fucker. Fucking fucker.
Amazon
Anyway.
paying the big bucks to get
Back
that
to No
stuff.
Man's Sky, right?
I'm
But
happy
I want it so bad. Back
I'm-
to No Man's Sky.
I'm happy that No Man's Sky is coming out for PC. It's not a console exclusive, because they could have totally done that, but
yeah.
More
glad they
gameplay is starting to take shape. Specifically, I noticed when I was watching some gameplay, because a lot of the major sites got a half hour of new gameplay. It's just, and there's a lot more like NPCs and interaction going on. Specifically, like you get minerals off one planet, you can bring them to another planet and trade for.
Well, their big
Different minerals.
reason for doing this last round of actual gameplay, where people got to play it themselves and throw that footage out, was to show that, hey, just so you guys know, there is a game here.
Yeah, because
This isn't just wandering around. We have an actual game here.
that was the concern, because like it's so big and beautiful.
I thought
but,
it was
like,
gonna be
People thought it was
like.
gonna be Minecraft until
Well, I thought-
a year ago.
I thought it was gonna be like Event Horizon. Is that game? No, Elite Dangerous.
Elite Dangerous.
I thought it was gonna be that on console, but then I was like, oh no, there's actual story here.
it's not going to be Spore 2016.
Right.
This game ends up being a VR game.
It's so disappointing.
Dude, I saw the Portal, VR
Yeah.
tech. I had to look in the Reddit comments to find an actual good one, but like the dude has 2 handheld things and he's like moving the hands in the game. The Portal demo for HTC's VR system looks good.
Was there 800?
I
For what?
for the
Valve
HTC
one.
Vive, the one Valve supported.
Yeah, it was 800.
Okay. Really, if you think about it, that's not too bad considering there's just like a whole room experience. If you set
It's
it up.
more pricey, but yeah, you get a
You
little
got
more
like the
for
2
it.
handheld things and all that stuff.
I mean, not to mention the upgrade for your computer you probably need, but
And those kind of things would be a lot better than, like hand recognition.
I know
I
Oculus.
just found out that I'm still following Star Wars: The Old Republic on Facebook.
I am too.
and you don't know because there's never any new announcements.
The
You're supposed to-
Oculus
When was the
has
last time you played
handheld
through the
things
Shadows of
too that
Roman
you'll connect
expansion?
to it and you'll move your hands holding something like buttons and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Stop sending me videos. I'm in the middle of a fucking podcast. Sorry.
Uncharted 4: Thief's End has been delayed yet again. This time the game's delay is just 2 weeks, pushing it out of April into May 10th to be exact. A quote from CEO and president of Sony Computer Entertainment America, Sean Layden, on PlayStation Blog, quote, "We know this news might be disappointing and we are sorry we have to make you wait a little bit longer to play Naughty Dog's latest. The good news is that the game is phenomenal. We are fully confident that it will be worth the wait, and the team at Naughty Dog is eager as ever for you to experience Nathan Drake's final adventure. We thank you for your continued support of PlayStation." End quote.
You're welcome.
After Last of Us, like, take your time, Naughty Dog.
Yeah. Does anyone here actually like bitch when things get delayed? Like,
Depends on the thing. It depends on how much times it's been delayed.
Yeah.
like
If they were like, "Hey, Dark Souls 3, we gotta delay it, but we're gonna give you that sweet fucking collector's edition," I'd be excited.
it's more like I'd rather it be because AAA games have a notorious reputation of
Now,
broken
Ubisoft
games on release.
and WB.
Yeah.
And,
So just
EA. Ooh,
calm down.
Speaking of EA, and speaking of full price releases, fucking new Plants vs Zombies game. It's good.
It's good.
It's good. I
Playing
brought it.
Thanks.
Hanging it over to Matt's later.
the fuck. Never mind. It's gone.
It's gone. It's in the abyss.
Yeah, no.
It's a good movie.
However, like, I'm pretty sure if Square Enix came out and said, "Hey, we're delaying Final Fantasy 15
Oh,
again,"
no.
then there might be problems.
Oh,
There'd be the
wasn't-
purge.
Delaying Final Fantasy 15, I don't think there'd be
Yeah.
that many problems.
Take your
Delaying Final
time.
Fantasy 7, there might be problems.
Especially,
Now-
you can't delay a game like that that's going to be released in fucking episodes. You have
Oh,
all the
no.
time in the world.
Oh no, they're going to. They're going.
They'll pull a Telltale.
Yeah, what the
I
hell?
still can't wait. Like,
I have only the second fucking chapter of King's Quest. I know that's not Telltale, but still. It's fucking second. It came out in August.
Oh my god.
Wasn't
I realize it's gonna sell well, but there's that part of me that's all like, what if they're like, yeah, episode 1 of Final Fantasy 7 HD remake didn't sell well enough, so we're canceling the rest of it.
They can't do that. That's their
But
their
we're
baby.
We're reworking it into Final Fantasy 17
They can't curb stomp their
out
baby.
2044.
wasn't the Division delayed like 3 times?
The Division was
Something like
delayed a
that.
lot.
Yeah.
I saw a
I
a
think it was
preview.
only ever.
Watch Dogs,
I think
yeah.
Division was only officially delayed once, but it was one of those like, it was probably supposed to come out.
Yeah, because it
sooner
was
and they
like
delayed
it was like fall of 15, and they pushed it to March.
Yeah. Anywho, let's move on to some Microsoft news. Matt, lead us on this one.
So, last week, Phil Spencer said, "I don't like console generations being step. I want consoles to be upgradable." And everyone's like, "Oh, sweet! I can open up my Xbox and hot swap parts like a PC." So he comes back this week and says, "Well, that's totally not what I meant, guys. We're not shipping Xboxes with screwdrivers here. They're an appliance that you plug into your TV." The way he explained it was he wants consoles to be at the point where we don't have to wait 7 to 8 years for a new generation because hardware is that powerful. So in 3 years, do I have to spend $600?
I'd be fine if we went back to like how they did with older consoles. Not so much in America, but they did it outside of America a lot more. Where fucking here have this expansion on the actual console that's going to boost shit, and make
Booster
it run better.
pack, rumble packs, booster packs.
Well, yeah, but I meant more
Well,
like
like the RAM
32X for
upgrades
the
and-
Sega and shit. And that's what they sell for like
Well, it's like-
$100.
Well, it's like
Like
outside
a
of
game and a half.
outside of your programming and chipset, it's just a fucking desktop inside a different
It
case.
absolutely is.
Make it hot swappable.
Yeah.
Like you'd make 10 times more money.
But then we get into that area, which I don't think anybody was on this podcast that was here. Maybe you were, where we were talking about at some point console gaming is going to die because it's just going to evolve into PC gaming.
Oh, that was me and Seth.
It'll
we,
be-
were,
you
we,
and
were,
Seth?
we were talking about the
I can't remember
Oculus
if it
We
was
Rift.
with Seth or if that was
We
the week
talked
before.
about it privately, not on a podcast.
Okay.
We talked about the Oculus Rift being the next step and that console gaming would eventually die because that's the next step.
It'll be a Steam machine
Who
type
else
thing.
was on that episode?
Aaron wasn't here. I think it was
Yeah.
Matt Check.
Yep.
It'll
Because it
be
was the first one.
it'll be a Steam machine type thing, where
Yeah, no, yeah, absolutely.
it's an upgradable PC that only plays video games.
Absolutely.
You could tell they're struggling to do something because they see it.
Well,
Yeah.
and like I said
Well,
before,
it's
like,
like-
I expected there to be one more console generation, and then it's going to
Well, it's
have
like
to
Valve
evolve.
already rolled out their OS and their Steam machines, so that's an
Mm-hmm.
option to people now. Their controller works good now.
Yeah, but the controller itself sucks. So.
Yeah.
So blind.
It's too fucking light.
I want to play one.
Feels like you can snap it.
Some
Which,
on the last
with your fucking controllers, like, you might snap it.
Maybe.
One of the last Steam sales, it was a game and the controller for like $50 or like $100.
XCOM 2.
XCOM 2, yeah.
They give you like 40% off
of the Steam
controller. Like,
I
really, you're just gonna give me 40% off. Make it half.
I'm waiting.
Don't give me a
Steam
weird
sale.
fucking percentage.
I played it and I beat it, and then I went back and I added the mods.
And then I
Holy
played
shit,
it
the
again.
mods are great. Oh.
Now, like, Steam OS
I don't
isn't...
think my computer is good enough.
Steam
for
OS isn't perfect, because, like, I was talking to Margaret about this, and there's some games that don't run on Steam OS, and you basically just stream it from your computer to the Steam machine.
Right.
See, I wonder how that. Don't they have like a little streaming box?
You can get a stream box, too, yeah.
I wonder how that works.
The game technically boots on your computer, but like
Right.
if you're in your room, it just streams it through your house
it's
internet.
basically like it's so you don't have like to necessarily plug your computer
Yeah,
right by you.
it's so you can play like the big picture in like your bedroom or whatever.
I just want to know how that works, cause, like wirelessly, because like a lot of that stuff right now that exists, they're all like it works best if you have them both wired, and it's like, well then I might as well just bring my computer down.
I guess it just all depends on like how well your router handles games and how well I was looking through the Steam settings today, and with newer routers you can prioritize network traffic. So with Steam streaming, there's a box you can check that you flag all the streaming data to be prioritized, so everything else goes last.
Oh, boy, my internet already like for some odd reason my internet crawls specifically when I'm downloading things off Steam. Like, everything else works fine, so I wonder if it's something to do
I don't know.
with that kind of setting.
I've resigned myself to not doing anything else except like looking through Facebook or something like that, or just reading.
Now,
Steve's
my
doing
Roku
something.
can pick up my 5 gigahertz from my dual band router. Why can't gaming consoles have just the 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi instead of the 2.5?
I agree with that.
Like, there's so much more bandwidth available, but you put
Maybe
the
Phil
lower
Spen-
one in there.
Let's
Maybe
shove
Phil
all
Spencer
of
will
the
give you
money
a
to
little top thing you can plug into your Xbox One.
Okay.
I'd be okay with that. I mean, I don't have an Xbox One, and I don't plan on buying one, but if he wants to make one for the PS4,
It's just compatible.
him personally.
Oops. That'd be pretty cool. The Phil Spencer official PS4.
Yeah. I'd buy it.
It's
Just his face, like...
He's like, yeah.
All right, let's go around the industry. First bit of news: the Division post-game content has gotten a little more detailed. So the game comes out next Tuesday. I'm very excited. Very excited.
I want to upgrade my PC before I get it.
Is there on-release DLC?
Well, right now we know of 5 bits of DLC. The first update, Incursion, will be free and launch in April. This will add the endgame content for 4-man groups, along with player trading.
It's free.
It's free?
That's the free update.
The second free update will come in May and be called Conflict. This will include some changes to the Dark Zone, as well as add Incursion to the New York's Columbus
And I guess you
Circle.
could say there's the day 1 DLC if you did the Agent Origins, like, outfits and stuff. But
The first paid DLC, Underground, will add just that, an underground area.
The Mole Men.
I don't know too much about that.
Crab.
I know, I looked into it a little bit because I get the emails from them and stuff. It adds the Mole Men as, like, one of the factions you'll interact with. And basically, right now in New York, there's a giant subway expansion between Manhattan and New Jersey. So it basically takes place in that area. Like, it's this giant underground construction area where they're expanding the subway tunnels, and it's all the workers that got trapped down there, basically.
Yeah.
Isn't it the Holland Tunnel?
What?
The Holland Tunnel?
I think so, yeah.
The second paid DLC will be called Survival. It will add a horde mode to the game for you and your friends, basically to see how long you'll last. It's going to send waves at you, and then occasionally they'll be all like, oh, you need to go capture that point or something. So for those familiar with Destiny's, what was that called? Prison of Elders. Sounds kind of like that.
Do they have a
Survival
price
mode's like
tag
the
on that
easiest fucking
DLC,
thing
or are they
ever.
doing like a season pass?
It's like
There's a season pass, and it's separate too.
Okay.
the season pass gets you the paid DLC.
Well, how much does a paid DLC cost? Because survival mode just sounds like some kind of like...
I would assume these are going to be like $10-15 separately. because I believe the season pass is $4.
Which is at a season pass that had the price double.
No, that's Fallout 4.
Yeah.
I'm bummed because like I didn't buy it.
I think it went up $10. It was like 30, and
It
now
went
it's
20.
20.
Yeah, it was 30 and it went to 50.
Yeah. Which like it's Bethesda. I'm sure the 50 is gonna be actually worth it, unlike a lot of other companies. Fucking EA. But I don't want to pay 50, and I didn't have $30.
The final DLC planned, at least for the first year of the game, is called Last Stand. And this one we really don't know a lot about, other than it will, quote, introduce a new relentless threat, end quote.
Okay.
Interesting. I liked the beta. I didn't play the open. I just played the closed beta.
I like how these are optional modes, though. Like, even though it's paid DLC, there are modes that add to the game.
Did you just fart?
No, that was me.
Oh, okay.
There are things that add to the game, but at the same time, you could do without.
Yeah.
It's literally DLC, stuff that you don't need in the game. It's just, if you want it, there
We'll
it is.
see, I'm sure that horde mode will have new gear or whatever.
whatever.
People wanna get the
Don't
gear.
do that. That'd be stupid.
Dude, survival mode is the easiest fucking thing to program.
Yeah, it is. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you charge me anything over $15, or even $15 is stretching it for a survival mode. That's shit you get on Halo
Now,
by default.
$15. People got mad that Armor 3 had $15 DLC that added 7 guns to the game.
Yeah, that's a little much.
7 guns, some ghillie suits, and that's about it, because the other stuff was in a free update. They're all like, okay, so we added some sniper stuff in the free update that basically
again,
changes the game. But then for $15, you can get the rest of the sniper update.
I mean, I guess you could look at it. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I was thinking like they put like all the like gameplay shit in a free update, and then they put like all the cosmetic shit and the new guns in a paid update, and it's like, hey, you guys can play the rest of the game, but if you want to throw us some money, you can do this, and you get some shit. You could look at it that way, but that's not what they did. So fuck it.
And like, there's also you can get two new helicopters and be able to sling load stuff. That's $15. And then they have like a full-fledged expansion that's like $30 now.
That's dumb.
Like the first 2 DLCs, they could have added them into the game at launch because some of the stuff was in game trailers, and then they went cut DLC.
It's a way to make money, man. I think EA recently said how much money they make like off DLC. It was EA or Activision. It's like $1.5 billion a year.
Well, it's like the card system.
They keep doing it.
The card system and microtransactions in Halo 5 makes them like millions of dollars.
I don't know how that works.
I think microtransactions...
Sound like you said, I think Michael Jackson.
Microtransactions, I'm okay with. I don't like when it pollutes my fucking game and puts game blocks.
Are fine.
Yeah.
I don't want any pay-to-win shit, though.
Yep.
Hey.
Like, the Battlefield that does that, where it's like, oh, you don't want to play the game? Well, you can get all the upgrades if you give us $30.
Or
That's dumb.
Star Wars Battlefront DLC. I mean, what was it? Pre-order bonus? You get the best gun in the game automatically? Come on.
I was not a huge fan of
It
that
got
gun.
balanced out.
They eventually fixed it. They had to
okay.
patch it. But before, it was a pistol, 2 shots. It killed someone. Didn't matter where you hit them. If you hit them in the head, it killed them instantly.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Han Solo Splash. I tried playing a week or so ago, and I was like, nah.
Yeah, it's like, no.
I was like, now I have to find a gun.
Just play the shotgun one that
The
2
shot
shots.
blasting?
Yeah. It's fine. But, yeah, it's microtransactions I'm fine. Microtransactions I'm fine with. I spend a fair amount of money on microtransactions.
How much money have you spent on League of Legends?
He's shut right the fuck up.
But those are just things that are just,
Yeah, that's not
extra.
microtransactions. That's buying.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
that's just like I want my favorite champion to have a cool looking skin that came out.
Speaking of Battlefield, what do you think about the World War I rumor for Battlefield 5?
I'd be okay with that.
I mean, as long as it's paced, I don't want to be all like, Just because of the. I mean, it could work, but like I don't want the like.
What fucking guns do you think they used in World War One?
Bolt
Jesus.
Oh, they use the bolt.
So
They did not use powder and fucking ball muskets.
I need my Civil War game then. My Civil War.
there you go. There you go. But no, it's a bolt action and machine guns. But the machine guns were fixed very late in the war. They introduced like the BAR and shit. But then there's tanks that go like 3 miles an hour.
Dude, trench warfare.
Trench warfare with horses. I want like cavalry sabers.
Hell yeah.
I hope there's the level where it's like,
Oh,
it's
gas
Christmas.
spewers.
It's Christmas.
Because they weren't outlawed yet.
Ooh.
Fuck it.
Ooh, like
Everyone stop attacking.
flamethrowers. And then I want like when
I
you're
want
playing
flamethrowers that aren't gameplay flamethrowers. I want flamethrowers like real. You set a motherfucker on fire and he's dead. God damn it,
dude.
and they've got a range less than 3 feet.
You have to worry about it
more than
exploding
3
on you.
Rising Tide.
That'd be a fair trade off for how much they could.
Rising
kill.
Tide is the Pacific version of Red Orchestra 2. They have flamethrowers. Dangerous. Like, 'cause you'll blow up, but if you get close to people, they're dead.
Exactly.
Because that gel
But-
sticks on your shit. If
But
you get
I'll
hit by a
almost
fucker, you're
guarantee
dead.
you that it still doesn't have like anywhere near a realistic range for a flamethrower. Because flamethrowers in all video games are like, oh no, you got 3 feet, and you're gonna do a little bit of damage.
Like
That's what it is.
Mountain
But it's gonna be
blade.
steady damage, so there's that. Fuck
But,
you, that's not a
Like the
flamethrower.
Bloodborne flamethrower, just like
Exactly.
it's like
You might as
it's
well
like
just
a
pull
little
out your dick and just piss on it.
I'm
I
like,
want-
is this like a flare?
I want gas warfare too.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Like a warning comes up and you got to put on your gas mask. And you have limited visibility.
That'd be sweet.
Red
No,
team
you
has
should check
your
out
key.
Verdun.
I have it on my wish list. I think. I think it's like $15, isn't
I
it?
think so. I don't know. I bought it a while back when
Nerve
Dylan
gas
convinced me
release.
to.
Secure protective suit immediately.
Hell yeah.
It sounds like Mountain Blade,
Or get under the water,
like
that'll work
World
too.
War One
But,
edition.
But
the saber warfare.
you know, I'm a big fan of Verdun. I haven't played a whole lot of it, but what I played of it was really good because it's basically exactly what we're describing. So
Cool. We'll finish up my bit of the news with the Mass Effect Andromeda delay news. Dun dun dun. The game has been officially
were
pushed
you
out
just
of-
giving me a condom smile?
No.
What was that? Condom smile.
The game has been pushed out of 2016 into early 2017, specifically the first 3 months, with the usual, we want the game to be...
Take all the time you want, baby. Take
Oh, yeah.
all the time.
Yeah. I
Please.
still haven't played
take
3.
it.
Take all the time and then also give me 3 on something other than Origin.
I know.
Or give me a collection so I can just buy them all at once. I guess they already did that.
It's-
now that I
it's
think about
$30
it.
I
for
know
all 3.
Peter-
No, I just remembered
Peter
that.
Moore and his crack babies said he doesn't want to really go into like remakes and,
And
stuff.
his
but
crack baby?
they made fun of him on South Park one time, something about crack babies, and he talked about it on a podcast the other day. He's like, "It's the best." He's like, "It's the highlight of my career." It's like they mentioned to me on South Park, even if it was with crack babies. Anyway, no, this would be a good time to like put it out on PS4, Xbox One, the original 3 games, get some people caught up. I'd be interested in playing them.
I did not mind the first.
I played the first one through.
I did not mind the
I
Mass
started the
Effect
second one.
first one's
I liked
combat
all
style.
3.
I thought it was great too. It's just
I
it's
liked
overshadowed by second and
Two.
I
third.
was gonna say,
Combat
it's
style
absolutely fine.
better than the first one.
But when you start 2 and you play through 2, it is damn near impossible to go back to 1.
I will
It's
say
just
that
like,
I played in a row, and then I tried going back to Mass Effect 1. And I was like, it can't. So then I just bought the DLC that's like, oh, it's like it tells you the story, and then it just says, oh, it's like an interactive comic book on all
so
the
you can
major
make your
choices.
Yeah.
Yep, and I just did that instead of
That's
playing
how
the
you
first
do
one
it.
again.
That's how you do it.
That is
Would,
good.
that would be a day 1 DLC that
Yes.
I'd buy if I never played the first game and they were like, hey, $5, you can make all the choices that affect the second game from the first game and learn the story of it, and you don't have to play through it.
They did
That'd
it
be an
so
okay
well
thing.
too.
I'd be okay with that.
They did it like have you used it?
I haven't, no.
Okay,
Because
so
I had the first one.
They fit it in so well. By the way, all of Mass Effect's DLC is fit in like perfectly.
Yeah.
Like they added.
Yeah, I've played the stuff for the second one.
I like the Cerberus network, how they do the
Yeah.
DLC and stuff.
And I think it was Mass Effect 3. They add in the there was another like DLC character. I think that might have been it was 3.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
the Prothean dude, right?
Prothean, yeah.
I mean, I wasn't gonna say it for spoilers, but I mean, I guess.
Well, the game's already out
Yeah.
this long, so.
Spoilers for Mass Effect 3.
It tells you in the fucking DLC
By
description.
the way, correction to what I said. That game absolutely did not come out in 2009.
Where are we at? Like 40 minutes? I'll put like something like leading up to it, like incoming.
It's not a spoiler. It's like I'm not even. It's like part of the description that you go through the entire game. I downloaded it right before I played the game. Didn't even know it was DLC until later.
I like that when I get like a Game of the Year edition and I'm not sure what the fuck is DLC or not.
Yeah. And they fit it in perfectly. Like the other characters interacted perfectly. Mass Effect 2's DLC characters. That was good.
Spoiler alert: Mass Effect 3
What were
ends
the
and Halo
DLC characters
starts.
for two?
There was
universe.
the Japanese ninja chick. That was like a master thief.
Maybe I didn't play the DLC for 2.
And then there was the mercenary guy, Zaid, I think his name was.
Maybe I didn't
get the DLC the first time I played through. I'm playing through it again because I got the collector's edition on Steam, so it just gave me all the DLC.
Suffice to say, they like completely once you finish their storylines, they had no other like dialogue afterwards. They just kind of sat in your ship.
That's dumb.
And just talked about stuff that was happening around the ship.
When you play through it on the hardest difficulty. There's only like 2 spots where you're gonna get stuck, and you're gonna get stuck there for a while, but it's still worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Because you feel like a god when you finish a game on the hardest difficulty.
When I went through Mass Effect, I was like, I ain't losing crew members, so like I would always like be like doing stuff, and I was like, okay, now what do I have to? I would look up walkthrough. I'd be like, what do I have to do to make sure this crew member doesn't die? Okay, and I do it.
Yeah, you just gotta. It's like
he put all that effort into not killing Caden.
It's not.
Like,
yeah. And like,
dude, like decisions in games, I'll pause the game for like 10 minutes and be like, shit, what choice did I make?
No one has ever decided to save Caden in the first Mass Effect. I 100%
dude, I got
believe that.
pissed in the third Mass Effect because like you don't.
I haven't played it.
Oh, okay.
You can talk.
Okay. All right, cool.
I already know the ending.
But like you don't. Ashley doesn't like join you until like a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
But and I didn't know like talking to Liara was like pursuing the relationship option. And then when I got the achievement for like pursuing a relationship, I was like, what the fuck? I wanted Ashley.
I wanted my bitch from the first game. Dude, I found out something that made me so fucking sad about the third game.
You accidentally romanced someone.
Dude. That's how like all my romances
I didn't propose to you.
Well, like they're not.
No! Put your clothes back on.
Well, it's like it's not like the first one.
Where, like, oh, sorry.
No,
I'm sorry.
You totally misread that.
Well, it's like not in the first one where they're there at the same time. Like she doesn't come until like you're already all the way romanced with Liara.
Whoa! Drop.
I found out something about the third game, and I won't say specifically what it is. I found out something about the third game that makes me so fucking sad to play the third game. The character that kills themselves?
Yeah.
Didn't know about that.
Wait, that kills themselves?
Yeah.
Which one?
It might be heroic. I just know that a certain character kills themselves.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. What the fuck? I don't know any of the context of it happening. What the fuck? I'm gonna go play through that game just waiting for it to happen.
It was heroic.
Yeah, it was heroic. I downloaded the director's cut before I like finished the game just so I could see like the extra scenes and stuff.
I did that too.
People were like, "Oh, the ending was dumb." I was like,
"The ending was perfect."
It wasn't that dumb.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, the ending was probably fine if people could understand shit. I really enjoyed. A bunch of people tweeted at Drew Karpyshyn, the guy that wrote the first 2 games, and they said, "Hey, why the fuck? We wish you had fucking done the third game and you had written it because." We all would have loved it. And his response to like most of the tweets was, yeah, did you read Revan? You probably did not read Revan. Nobody read Revan. Fuck you. Because he wrote the Revan book. And like it sold terribly. So, I just thought that was funny.
Oh, come on. I love those kind of books.
So
I don't buy them because I frequently don't find myself in like a bookstore or anything, but... Which is
Audible.
If you want to borrow.
Audible?
$14 a month, and you get 1 free audiobook, and then you get like 30% off.
We're not being sponsored by them.
I know. I know.
Free.
You cannot use the code NIBScast at checkout.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Wah,
Dude,
wah.
you can try. Dude,
No 4%.
everybody try to enter the code NIBCast at checkout and see if they contact us. Like, hey, a bunch of people just kept putting your name in. You guys want to fucking be sponsored?
Either that or some random company in the middle of the Middle East
Yeah.
or something. So I'm like, oh my god.
The Neebs.
But no, it's nice. I've listened to way more books than I've read,
Yeah.
just because during my commute,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Cool.
Super excited for Mass Effect.
Let's go to the mailbag. There's no mail. If you want to email us, you can do it at nibscast@gmail.com.
Please, thank you.
Nibscast@gmail.com. What you guys playing?
Who do you want to start with?
You.
Me?
You
I-
spoke first.
I've been playing a lot of Blade and Soul recently.
Blade and Soul?
That's the NC Soft MMO. That's like Korean.
NC Soft. What do I know NC Soft?
Guild
NC
Wars.
Soft is the publisher of Guild Wars.
Oh, okay.
They did City of Heroes.
Oh, your MMO's
That's what I was thinking
screwed.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah,
It's
that's
NC Soft and not Guild Wars.
Guild Wars 2 kind of killed City of Heroes, but I don't remember another game
City
that
of
they
Heroes kind
played.
of killed City of Heroes.
They were doing better, and then they died.
No, I got to level 10 and then couldn't solo anything. That was stupid.
That's because you're dumb. Because I could.
No, I was like soloing stuff for 5 levels, and your sister was all like, "You shouldn't be able to solo that." I'm all like, "It's hard."
It's hard. Yeah. Well, my sister wasn't the best at it either. Anyways, Blade and Soul. A little bit about Blade and Soul.
Do you have enough for the class?
I mean, if everybody wants one.
Woo! So
I'm good. I was just being
You
an
did not look at
asshole.
what kind of chips those were.
it's
Oh, fun.
Are they the vinegar ones?
They're the jalapeno ones.
Oh.
I just know last time I left jalapeno chips at his house, he was like, "You're fucking disgusting!" and threw them at me.
Happens. Please continue.
Blade and Soul. I think they have the combat system that WoW kind of wants to get around. You know how there's less buttons, but they impact more. So I play the martial artist, or Kung Fu Master. I forget which one it's called. Because the other classes I tried the first few levels of, I didn't really care for. But the Kung Fu Master, there's a move called Counter, and you put your hands up for a few seconds, and if you hit them, you counter them, and you kind of shove them back and do damage, and it blocks any move in the game that's single target or is in front of you.
So do you PvP a lot and just block people's moves?
I feel like that's all PvP is everybody doing just that.
I think every class has a counter, but they work differently. So I tried a little bit of PvP in that game. And the game, you could do a lot of damage because of the talent system in that game. As in, it doesn't give you new moves. What it does, it changes the way your moves work. So instead of...
Kind of like Diablo glyphs.
Yeah. So counter... after counter, you could do a thing called Iron Shoulder, which is just you do a little shove. Originally, it shoves them back a bit and it stuns them, so you can go up to them and grapple them.
Mm-hmm.
But I changed it so it doesn't stun anymore. Instead, it does a ton more damage, and then it leads up to another move you can use right away, which you can damage again. So this game also has something called a joint attack system, and so originally you can't CC a boss. Because we all know how that worked with Diablo from Diablo 3.
Right.
They just can't do anything. It's not a boss. Things called joint attack is, so for example, you're playing a class and you do a move that would originally knock the boss over. And it won't knock the boss over if you just use it, but it will trigger a joint attack from someone else, and if they use their CC at the right time, it will stun the boss. So...
That's neat.
So someone will use a flame blossom move, and it shows like a little phantom of the boss being knocked over, and then a big icon appears on your screen. It says hit the space button in order to use your combo, and when you do, it knocks them over, and you see some pretty funny shit when this happens, because then you can start doing a grapple, which is if you knocked the boss over. So it's this really big, fat, huge dude. You just see my character come up to it, and I'm on his chest, and I start punching him in the face. Or if you're an assassin, you do this move where it's you shoot him up in the air, and you spin him back down. And it's just like Final Fantasy VI like suplex train moments.
the death train.
Yeah. So it looks amazing, and you can totally solo bosses as the martial arts. I think they're the tank class in dungeons and stuff like that. Because you can, like, if you land the counter correctly on their attacks, you don't get hit. So I'm having a lot of fun with it. PvP.
Cool. Is it free to play?
Yeah, it is free to play. And the best part about it is it doesn't restrict you, like, almost at all for being free to play. So if you play, like, if you do become
not SWTOR.
Yeah, it's not even close. So it's like World of Warcraft is like, if you don't pay, like, you can't use the mail system.
Or get past level 20.
Yeah, or get past level 20.
The big part.
In this game, it's like, oh, you don't get the wardrobe manager, which is like you get to keep all your outfits and it doesn't take up inventory space. Premium membership is pretty much like you get more inventory space, blah, 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 blah. But I've played through the entire game and I've not once felt hindered for playing it free. Except you can only make, like, only limited character slots. But recently, if you join now, you can get a free character slot. So instead of 2, you get 3. And PvP, it's a little shaky because you have low amounts of health unless I don't know how you stack health. I thought I stack health, but,
And then you get in there and you're like, I don't stack.
And you get a fucking one shot. Yeah, it's pretty bad. But it's not instanced. It's like open world, so, like, you're wearing a blue shirt, and then the opposite faction's wearing a red shirt. And they're level 42, and you're level 26. And you're fighting in the same area because it's not instanced. So they go over one-shot you, and you're not having fun because you can't fight them. So, but there's something called Arena that's open at level 30, and I guess it's like more like one-on-one kind of shit. It's fun until you meet that person who will grief you that's higher level, and they just start beating you. So it's PvP's
bullies.
Yeah, my first experience was I was just at a vendor, and you can totally opt out of PvP just by not wearing the PvP outfit, the uniform.
Okay, so...
And anyone...
toggle it.
Yeah, anyone who's on the opposite faction, you'll be flagged as, like hostile. So here I am, just sitting at a vendor, just, selling some like, vendor stuff and whatever. And then this guy just comes out of the screen, like, comes flying and starts hitting me in the back. And I just look behind me, and he's one level lower than me, and I block his move and kill him instantly. So I just go like, oh god! It was really intense though. Like we were running around.
One
and stuff.
level is that big of a difference?
It's not though.
Oh,
I think
okay.
the guy was just bad, but you can upgrade weapons, and you can evolve them and stuff like that because your outfit does not give you stats. It's purely cosmetic, but your weapons give you stats. You get earrings, rings, and necklaces give you stats.
Okay.
And then there's something called a soul shield, which you can collect pieces of that give you bonuses. Like set bonuses. That's your set bonuses, or soul shields. And
see, I liked how Guild Wars did set bonuses. Like there were different.
Yeah.
Like you could actually buy a like set bonus thing.
Yeah, those were nice.
And then you can plug that in your gear and get whatever set bonus.
You can mix
wanted.
and match set bonuses, which is nice. So if the next set bonus is
So
like
as long as you liked your 2 set for 2 pieces.
yeah, if you like your 2-piece, you don't have to get the rest. There's the bonus at the end is nice, but
Back in vanilla WoW, when like you would want like 6 pieces of your tier 2 to get the 6-piece set.
yeah,
But then it was still better to have the 2-piece from the tier 1, even though that the pieces were actually
it's kind of like Diablo where you can buy like a Royal Ring of Grandeur and just completely skip that last part. But yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with it. It's taking up most of my time, I guess. Like I said, free to play. It doesn't seem like it's taking up too much. Cool. So I think I might put a little money into it just like to buy an outfit just because it's taking more than 30 hours of my time. Mm-hmm. That's all I've been playing.
What have you been up to?
A little bit of everything. I've been playing.
Oh God, that's a lot of things.
Yeah, it's a lot of shit, man.
Playing through the Arma 2 expansions, Operation Arrowhead right now, because I don't like the base Arma 2. This fucking APC, every time I come down the fucking hill, it's like the second mission. It's like, APC over there. I'm like running down the hill, Bert dead. But no, I got past that part now. Fucking sniper keeps killing my whole team. Fuck that shit. So I go with Operation Arrowhead, and the Americans give me tanks and stuff to drive around in. So
there you go.
and we're fighting like this Middle Eastern country, so they have like sucky ass tanks.
Mm-hmm.
So I roll over all them. But then there's more DLC that I got to get through before I play Arma 3. Arma 3 is much better than Arma 2.
That's what I heard.
Like the Arma 2, like not really movement, but like.
He just sends us a Snapchat of us.
Oh.
Well, that was my response when my mom asked me, "Hey, are you at my house for the podcast?" No.
Nope.
Like Arma 2's shooting and movement is clunky.
Mm-hmm.
Like I play with a 360 controller, which is fine for the game, but there's no with a 360 controller. There's no like it's always sprint. There's no like run.
There's no actual
gradual run. So like when you're sprinting, your weapon is not ready. So like if people are shooting, I have to stop and then ready my weapon. Where the controller works much better with Arma 3. And then I cannot fly airplanes, helicopters. Nope, that's too hard.
Is it like Grand Theft Auto type of helicopter controls where no one can actually
Like, yes. Like,
Holy crap.
There's this one mission that I'm pretty sure it's meant to be failed because I tried it like 5 times, and every time I got shot down because you're in a helicopter, and it's like, okay, go destroy the AAA so we can invade the airport. And it's like, oh, there's a convoy over here. Do you want to do that? And I said, yeah. So I turn, and the AAA shoots me down, and if your helicopter doesn't blow up, it's like you got captured, and then the next mission, you're like special forces killing people, and then you're all like, hey, we found the location of the pilot from your last mission.
Ooh.
Oh, that's neat.
That's pretty cool.
And then I've been playing Banished, which is really fun and hard.
I tried playing Banished a couple of times, and like I just couldn't focus.
Now,
it seemed like the kind of city builder that I want to play.
Yeah.
It's
how
how
long
long
do
you
you
want
wanna
to
be
be fucked in the ass. That's
Basically.
what Banished is.
Now, I found that I did not like I did not like playing Banished until I found the Colonial Commons mod that expands the game. It adds industry to the game and
Okay.
like much more things than like what's in the base game. Also, I added like more rock per rocks you break and like more logs per tree.
So you just made it easier.
No, because on hard I
also
still have
added-
my
I also
civilization
added
starved to death.
Naked villagers.
Snake.
For
Prostitution as a profession.
If you play it on hard, like I was reading like a walkthrough on like how to beat it on hard. You basically only use your foresters, hunters, and gatherers. You don't farm at all because like there's such a gap in between like, oh, it's growing, and then you can get like fucking field plates that kill all your stuff, and then winter comes and everyone starves to death.
That'd suck.
And then I've been playing a little bit of Total War. Both
Which Total War?
Shogun 2 and Rome 2.
Okay.
I like them both for different reasons. I like Shogun 2 because it's...
More Shogun-y.
Shogun.
I like actually...
Twice the amount of Shogun.
I like playing the Fall of the Samurai expansion better than the base game because Fall of the Samurai is the...
I'm sensing a theme
Both.
where you don't enjoy base games a whole lot.
The expansions make it better.
Yeah. That's generally what they're there
It follows the Bosun War. If you've seen The Last Samurai, it's basically that.
Right.
So like all my gunpowder firearm units just steamroll all the samurais. Like I successfully set up an ambush one time, and ambushes I feel bad for the other team because they start in the middle and you can surround them on 3 sides. And most of my units were like Pyrrhic gun cannons, so like I set them to explosive rounds. Clicked start, it was just explosions, and the map ended.
There's nothing better than just being surprised by that. Hey, you just finished. Oh,
Woo.
well, that was fast.
Oh, well, next round.
Then playing a little bit of World of Warships, which is free to play, but you can also do freemium. It's a World War II Pacific like boat simulator. So.
Okay.
I love that term.
And then a little bit of War Thunder, which is the same thing, but it's more airplanes and tanks.
I'm sensing a theme here on what you've been playing recently.
Military games, yep.
Yeah. General Slade.
General Slade, yep.
You want to go next?
There you go.
Okay. I have been playing some Madden. I made myself quarterback. I was selected out of the 3rd round by the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Ooh.
I quickly dethroned their quarterback as the starting quarterback for the Jacksonville Jaguars. And our first season, we went to the Super Bowl. We lost to the Green Bay Packers. I mean, respect who respects. Second season,
It's fate.
we went back to the Super Bowl and we kicked the Seattle Seahawks' ass. Lifted that Lombardi trophy. The third season, we went undefeated all season, 16-0. Lost in the first round of the playoffs to the Dolphins. Threw 7 interceptions.
Holy shit.
Not,
Damn, Aaron.
Not the pinnacle of my
Career low, yeah.
Fourth season, we went back to the Super Bowl against the Seahawks again, kicked ass again, and currently I'm in the middle of the 5th season.
Oh, damn.
So yeah,
Very successful.
That's been fun.
Except Dolphins.
Yeah, oh god, it was scary. They were the 6th seed team and they won the Super Bowl that year.
Holy crap.
They just came in and we're all like, ah. I was like, oh my god.
We're well rested.
And the worst part is, like, usually, you throw an interception, they score maybe like once or twice. They scored on every single interception. It was like 60-20 when the game was done. And
Holy crap, you got curb
I was like, the dream! So that happened. And then, the only other game I've been playing, Pokemon Yellow. It came out for the 3DS. I'm really enjoying that.
Always awesome.
Oh, indeed. I made it to Koga. I've tried fighting Koga once, but I didn't realize he's got a crazy scale. He starts with a level 38 Venonat, and then his last Pokemon is a level 50 Venomoth. And when they kill your Charizard, and all the rest of your Pokemon are like high 30s and not fire types, gets ugly.
That reminds me of my time, what was that, the Aerotique gym from the second generation, the one that had ghost Pokemon?
Maybe.
I don't know.
but he wiped my entire group except Togepi. But since it was a normal type, he couldn't hit my Togepi. So my Togepi grew 20 levels that game.
Hell yeah. That's how you do it.
The metronome carry, as long as he didn't get explosion, then it's fine.
Aside from that,
Good stars.
I was interested because I was just kind of, messing around on the internet looking up Pokemon stuff. I've discovered it's called Pokemon Origins. It's
Yeah.
yeah.
It's
It came
the
out
3
when
episodes.
X and
Yeah,
Y
it came out with about X and Y. It's 4 episodes. It's really neat. It follows Red, for those of you who don't know. It follows Red from the original games, and he does what Ash was supposed to do, and he's
Catches
actually
them all.
catching them
Yeah,
all.
he caught them all, guys. Every single one of them.
And it's all Gen 1 stuff, except it was a hype leading into X and Y, so there was a Mega Evolution at the end.
With Mewtwo. He caught Mewtwo.
It's true.
That's
And
good.
then, I like how it ends. They're just like, wait a minute, if Mewtwo was a clone of Mew, oh shit! Dun, dun, dun.
Mewtwo. And then it just shows
Wait,
me,
what?
off in the distance.
Mewtwo's a clone of Mew. Mewtwo's 150. Mew is 150. What? Somebody made a mistake.
Yeah, Half-Life 3 confirmed.
Mew 3.
That's a joke that never gets old.
Oh, speaking of Half-Life 3.
Oh, man.
In
Have you been
the
playing Half-Life 3?
yes, I have. Me and Gabe are best friends.
Sweet.
No, in the Portal VR,
Mm-hmm.
if you look at the telephone, the 3 has been rubbed off.
But
It's like a rotary telephone.
Oh, God, what an asshole.
So yeah, I'm just trying to think. That's really all I've played. I played a couple games of Hearthstone. I'm gonna get interested in that again now that they're actually having sets now, standard play.
Oh, okay.
Where you can only use. It's gonna be.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
Basically, they're gonna start phasing out every year. They're gonna phase out an expansion set and adventure set, and I believe they're starting by phasing 2 of each out, and then it'll just be 1.
Mm-hmm.
So.
It'll force people to adapt.
Yeah, Dr.
And break down
Boom
their decks.
Won't be crazy.
Yeah.
as somebody who
Dr.
plays
Seven.
Magic, there is a part of that is obnoxious as shit.
Yeah.
If you're trying to keep a standard deck,
Yeah.
probably won't be as bad with this being electronic, but it might
Yeah, and
be.
you can earn the money.
I would hope
need
they
to
give
buy
us more
packs.
deck slots.
They did say they were going to add more deck slots.
Then that it's
For
fine.
$9.99. Guess what? You can also have a picture of a different hero that doesn't give it a different ability.
I'm like, you can be what was it, Magni with like Gorehell. It's
Yeah.
fine. It's
Yeah,
whatever.
no, that's how that works.
Yeah, it's cool.
Like, we're not even gonna change it so it looks like his. It's just to say Gorehell, fuck it.
Corcon Elite. Go ahead.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh my god. What were they like $20?
I think they were only 9.
Yeah.
Like $9.99.
Still $9
Oh,
just
yeah.
to change your
Yeah.
your hero power and your hero. What is this like? Who was in charge of that? The same people that did Heroes of the Storm? Like, come on.
What's wrong with Heroes of the Storm?
The prices of the heroes?
$10?
Yeah.
What are
For a
they in,
hero?
What are they
For
in,
a hero.
What are they in like
I'm
League of
fine with
Legends?
that.
League of Legends?
Plus, you can earn the money for those.
Uh,
You can't earn the money for the
in like 4
card
weeks.
differences.
Yeah. And City... I mean... It's
League of Legends.
And
League
City
of
of
Legends. Rip. In League of Legends, it's like... It depends on how... Like, soon the character came out.
You
If it's
realize-
brand new,
you
it'd be...
realize that they do that in Heroes too, right?
Yeah, no.
Because
There's a few of them that...
Because like Malfurion is like $3.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, you could buy in like... Maybe like...
and like
4 or 5
Anyway,
days.
what's the price of a new character?
Lee
It's
Ming
like
is
brand.
6,300.
So in
and
U.S.
what is
dollars.
that in dollars?
In dollars, it's like...
$10.
They...
Swear to God, if you say
$13.
No, the reason it's like that is because
So you don't know how much money you're spending.
they're asshole things like...
Jordan just forgot.
The only
Fucking
thing...
Microsoft points is what that is.
I will give Heroes of Storm credit because you can buy heroes for the exact amount it is. But say you're playing League of Legends and it's you can buy points for $5, you can buy points for $10,
And everything is like
just enough.
$4.99 worth of points. Fuck you. Not you specifically, Matt,
Yeah.
but I needed an eyeliner.
Yeah,
marker.
yeah.
So you buy a hero, you buy a skin. I mean, you buy a champion, you buy a skin. Blah blah blah. You have
So-
little points left over. You have like $4.39, and then a champion that's on sale is $4.50.
Yep.
So you're like, you gotta spend $5 to get the rest of those points. I'm like, fuck you.
Yep.
I ain't buying shit.
Fucking hate that Microsoft point bullshit.
Yeah, that's so stupid. Fuck you.
I'm pretty sure I still have Microsoft points. No, because they switched it over to
transferred
real
them all
currency.
over, yeah.
That's right, yeah.
Good. That's good
But I'm
shit.
pretty sure I still have stuff in my Microsoft
You have
wallet.
you have Xbox One.
Yeah.
How does their reward system work now?
Fuck do I know? I love my Xbox One, but it only turns on when a new game comes out for it. Like, I beat the game and then it just sits there.
League of
'Cause I
Legends did
know-
come up with a new system where you can get skins and you can get skins now through gameplay. That's it.
I was gonna look into Smite on the Xbox One just to kind of mess around with, but I heard that's coming to PS4 soon.
Ebo!
I like the way they do it, where they're like
Damn, a title
spending
name.
$30 and then you just get all the heroes and then additional heroes.
Squall.
Or how Overwatch is doing it, which is perfect.
By
They're
the
doing
way.
everything perfectly.
So 1.9 finally came out for Minecraft.
Nick, what have you been playing?
That was the most telling silence. I haven't played Minecraft in I don't know how long.
I guess it like adjusted combat. Like there's gliders
Oh, yeah,
you can
yeah,
get
there's-
now, and
There's gliders?
There's
yeah,
a new
they're like
combat
wings that you
system.
put on your back and you can glide around.
How's that combat?
My question
It's
is,
in
how is
there.
that different from fucking, like, just putting on creative mode and fly?
Well, you can do it in survival mode now.
I guess, but still. I have been playing quite a few things. I played a little bit of Far Cry 4 because I haven't actually played through a Far Cry game. I have 3 in Blood Dragon for Steam. But
Far Cry 4. What do you? What's your opinion of Primal having the same map?
I didn't know that.
Yep, it has the same map as Far Cry 4.
I mean, I'm fine with that.
But you're the fucking Beastmaster. of
I'm
Primal.
more or less fine with that because, like, our city's in the same place.
Basically, like they put the map side by side and they're like, see, this section is exactly the same and like everything.
See, Far Cry Primal's the perfect.
I'm more or less
Like-
fine with it because, like, Far Cry Primal takes place.
It's
Then again, with Continental Drift, like, it might not be the same. But,
I mean,
you know.
it wasn't an issue till somebody
Until
I saw
somebody
it
discovered
for the
it.
first time, yeah.
Yeah.
Like on all the reviews of the game, like nobody was all like, "Oh, it's the exact same thing."
Right. Like, when you're in it, it's different enough.
Mm-hmm.
The first Dark Souls DLC was just an area in the past.
Yeah, but the
Dark
map
Garden.
itself was different.
I mean, you can go further in, yeah. Half the map was different. This town was different, but the garden
Right,
itself.
no, I know. I fucking looked at it. I was reading fucking lore forums today at work. Okay? Anyway, so Far Cry 4, first thing I did was get the secret ending. And then I went back and started playing. It's pretty good so far. I killed some wolves. That's all I've done.
Where you just chill out in the room.
Yeah. I stole all his shit. And then just went back and sat and waited. So played a bit of that. I've been playing the new Plants vs. Zombies. I traded in Battlefront for that because I realized I get too mad at Battlefront for it to be any sort of fun anymore. So I traded in for that. That's a lot of fun. There's no microtransactions. There's no DLC. I mean, you can do an upgrade that'll unlock a certain skin. It's the deluxe version, and you can just upgrade to it for $10. It unlocks a couple of skins. It gives you a bunch of coins that you use in-game. That's the only way you can buy coins, though, is in that one thing. You can only do it once. Otherwise, coins are just earned through multiplayer and single player. And you earn them at a decent enough rate that it's not like, I wish they would just let me pay $1 and buy shit. So it's really good. Each team has like six or seven classes, and then each of those classes has alternate. It basically changes your main weapon for each one of them. So like, who can I? Oh, the first one I unlocked is there's a corn dude, and he's like your fast shooting.
I want to get like competitively into this game. Be like, oh crap, here comes Corn.
Yeah,
no Corn.
he's Colonel Corn. But his main gun is just a fast shooting, fairly high clip size machine gun type thing. I got an alternate skin for him that is barbecue corn, and he has like a red and white checkered bandana on, and his feet are barbecue brushes with sauce on them. And then he's got like the corn husk on him still in his normal skin. That's tinfoil.
Fucking Rambo corn.
But with that, his gun shoots slightly slower, has a lower clip size, but it ignites people on fire. So like each one of them has like at least 5, some of them have more than that, different customized versions of that character. And then within that you can also change around abilities. I don't know if you can change abilities or if that screen is just showing me what the abilities are, but it's in the customize menu. You can also change there's another section that's like add-on, and I haven't unlocked anything for anybody because I haven't gained enough levels with anybody because I've been playing everybody pretty evenly.
Mm-hmm. What's your favorite class?
Probably barbecue corn.
Barbecue corn?
Barbecue corn. They have this fucking, like, it's a citron. Do you know what a citron is? It's like an ancestor to an orange. And basically he's like in this like floating turret that is his peel, and like the top half of him is peeled back, and that's his legs. And like one of his abilities, he just puts the peel back up and he rolls around. It's pretty sweet. No, I like it quite a bit. There's a decent single player, like there's a decently lengthed single player. It's not super involved by any means. Like there's not a huge storyline. It's basically just Plants vs. Zombies. But the length of the single player is pretty good.
Is there bot support? Like you can just play bots or something?
Yes.
Yes,
there is.
Is that the single player?
Do you play as...
well, the single player is... They're missions, and they're basically just, like, rotating between different game types. And, like, it's like every other one. One is, like, just a random match. And then the next mission you do has some, like, story... Like, there's a story bit to the random match. But then the next one is, like, you're walking around in the open world for a single player. And you have to actually go do something to, like, the zombies. Or if you're on the zombies, you gotta go do something to the plants.
Because this one's supposed to be about, like, the plants are finally like, fuck this.
Right.
We're attacking.
Yeah. So it's really good. I'm liking it a lot. I'd say, I mean, I didn't pay full price because I traded in a couple games. But I would pay full price if I had the money. It's good. It's good. I like it. I also
Traded Battlefront. I love that. That should be a story. You should probably post that. I traded Battlefront in because I was getting angry. I got Plants and
dude, you
Zombies.
can't stay mad at it. Like you can get
Like the
fucking
aesthetic?
rolled.
Yeah.
You can get rolled in a match and be fine.
It's a different feel. Like
It's fantastic. It's like Splatoon. You get rolled in Splatoon and you're not pissed.
That's
Unless
rare.
you're playing next to Dylan.
yeah, that's really what it boils down to.
Oh, Nick, you don't know what you're doing.
Right. That's a fairly decent Dylan.
Shots fired.
In addition to that, I've also been playing. I played a little bit of Broforce because I played it on PC when it first came out. It's fun. I like it. It's exactly what it was, but it's still fun. And I played through Firewatch. So
That's great.
yeah, it's very good. It's 4 hours, but it's $20, so it's worth it. I'd
And
say.
the voice acting's amazing.
I was
Voice
just
acting
I was
is
gonna
amazing.
watch Markiplier play through it, and then like I watched like 5 minutes of it. Like crap, I'm interested in this.
Yeah, no, it's good. Sasha played through it before I did, and then she watched me playing through it. When I was coming up towards the end, I'm not going to give any spoilers. When I was coming up towards the end, there was like, throughout the whole thing, the way shit was going made me like want this game to leave me with like one of 4 emotions. And it left me with a different one entirely.
Was it disappointment?
Yeah, no, it wasn't disappointment.
Yeah,
It was
no.
disappointment in the fact that it didn't give me one of those 4 emotions, but not like disappointment in the story or the game.
Yeah, I heard it just didn't end the way it was building up to.
It doesn't. It ends well. It ends well, but it doesn't end any sort of way that you're expecting it to. And that it's only disappointing in that way.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
But
kinda
like I'm still gonna go back and like try and find shit because like I guess there's a couple points that if you go completely like off to a different area than you're supposed to be going, you can like find like, oh hey, there's an elk, and you can talk to her about like the elk that you'll never find any other way and shit like that. So like I'm gonna go back and do some of that shit. There's one point where you have to go grab supplies from a supply drop, and you have the ability to take supplies for the other 2 lookout towers as well. And I didn't, but I did save my game in another slot so that I
Ooh.
could do that. Just like so I could just pick up from that point and take them and then see what happens.
Ooh, food.
Exactly.
This is ours.
But no, it's very good.
Did they never make like a 3rd chapter of that game?
They are.
Yeah, season 3 is coming.
Season
How
3
long
is
is-
coming out. Now,
like 3 years
The
ago.
Walking Dead Michonne just came out, or is coming out very soon. That takes place between, if you're current in the comic books, there's a gap like between 110 and 130 where Michonne's not there, and that follows her journey between that gap where you don't know what's happening
Okay.
with her.
So it's
So I
canon?
haven't. So I it is canon.
It's
It's comic book canon.
The games are comic book canon too.
Now I'm not gonna buy that until I get to that point in the comics because I don't want it to spoil anything.
Or until they release like the 3rd one, because then you still got a fucking year for like the 5th chapter. So
Now season 2,
I think he's speaking specifically of the Michonne.
the Michonne one.
yeah, is
But-
the Michonne one not chapter?
It is chaptered.
Well,
I
it's
think.
not season 3. It's, just
It's
like
not
a
season
supplement.
3. It's just a
Right. My statement still stands.
Oh yeah, I
though,
get what-
that
I get
once
what you're
chapter,
saying.
once like.
But he wants to wait
part
till he's
3
at
of
the
it.
point in the
No, I
comic.
in the
know.
comic.
I'm
But-
saying in addition
But
to
with
that,
season 2, the chapters were fairly regular. They didn't run into as much problems as season 1 did.
right?
I can't wait for them to upgrade their engine someday.
Someday.
Just
Lip sync.
all the games are going to explode again.
2065. Telltale has finally upgraded to a newer engine.
Final Fantasy.
Lip
15.
syncing is almost there.
Final Fantasy
Almost.
15 delayed again.
Fallout 5 delayed.
Their
Still
mouths
using
are actually
same-
making the right shapes. They're just a little bit off now.
Still using same generator as Skyrim, 2020.
again, no again, no again.
Elder Scrolls 6 was it?
Mm-hmm.
That's coming
What,
out.
what about it?
What?
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 Wait, it was
They
that.
announced that.
They didn't announce that.
Yeah.
They're doing another Elder Scrolls game though.
That's what you can assume they're working on, because typically they go Fallout, Skyrim, but right
Wow,
now
I
they're
thought I
they're
actually
working
saw things
the-
on it.
Right now they're working on the DLC for Fallout 4.
Which, by the way, the only reason they're releasing it so late and the mod tools afterwards is because the stuff you're gonna get in the DLC, modders would have already made by now. That's all I'm saying. Like, the stuff they listed in the DLC for Fallout 4 is stuff that people would have made with the GEC already. Like, extra... Oh, my God. The amount of things that people have done without the GEC so far, because they're like, give us the mod tools, please! They're pretty much working with, like, bone tools right now, making this shit. And they're still making incredible things.
It's like Gilligan's Island, coconut radio. There you go.
Speaking of mods, I guess
We need to start wrapping up soon.
Yeah.
Go ahead, though.
Okay.
Finish your story,
No,
and then I want to make
okay.
sure Nick got through all his games.
Are you through all your games? Because this is not important at all.
I've been playing Luigi's Mansion, and I'm on my second playthrough of Metal Gear Solid, so that you can play through in the fucking tuxedo.
Okay.
Yeah, because I played through it once because I wanted to play through it because I never played the remake all the way through. And I finished it, and I was like, I could probably skip the cutscenes and finish this in like an hour and a half. And then I got stuck on a boss because for some reason I had it in my mind that I still had to do a non-lethal run, which I don't. So then I got frustrated and just turned it off without saving. So I'm on the second run. So on the third run, when you play, you can play it in the tuxedo.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Anyway.
Finish
Luigi's
your
Mansion
point,
and
and then
that.
we'll wrap.
Oh, I guess the Kerbal Space mod community is pissed at this one guy who made a much better mod listing website than Curse, because Squad endorsed Curse to host all the KSP mods. And he basically put a post out like 2 months ago or last month that was basically like, well, fuck you guys. Since nobody wanted to help me do this or give me monetary support, I'm shutting the website down. Bye.
Yeah.
And people were all like, well, if you would have said some shit, I would have given you some money. Like...
Yeah, it was just, they didn't have a fucking like banner like Wikipedia does. Like, if you gave us like $5, if everybody that used Wikipedia gave us $5, all those college kids can make sure that we don't go out of fucking business. Sorry. Anyway.
But basically, he made like maybe 1 or 2 minor posts, but like he didn't push the issue.
That's on him.
I mean, I kind of get that because like, I wouldn't want to be like, hey, fucking give me money, you fucks. I wouldn't want to be like that.
Yeah.
That's what Patreon's for, though.
Yeah, no, I get that. I get that. Now that a lot more things have come out that help crowdfunding exist, like Patreon, and, well, really just like Patreon. Now that a lot more things like that exist, because I know there are others. I just don't know what they're called.
It's Subways.
There's that
Fig.
Like,
Fig.
we
The
have
nice thing about
Patreon.
that is like
Yeah.
if you subscribe,
It's there.
if you get
Yeah.
more than $500 on the Fig, like you actually own part of it. Like if it does.
Oh, like it's a
say,
stock
like a share,
system. But now that there's a lot more stuff like that now, he doesn't really have a leg to stand on with like not doing anything.
No, okay.
So, but he released the API for everything, and like, so people were like, yeah, I can pick it up and like run the website over here, blah blah blah.
Right.
Because a lot of people are like, well, if I have to use Curse, I don't know if I want to play KSP between like updates because all my mods are gonna break, and Curse sucks for monitoring my mods.
Right. Interesting.
All right. That has been this week's NIBScast. NIBScast is a production of NIBSmedia. If you like what you heard, go ahead and subscribe to us on YouTube. Like us on Facebook. You can find that in the link below. Share us with a friend. Share us with a friend you think would like us, not one that would be like, God, what a bunch
Share us with all of your friends. No,
all
fuck
of
'em.
our friends.
Friend, relative, cat, dog,
Because
don't care.
because you know what? Somebody watches us and they're like, this is fucking stupid. I'm gonna fucking watch this one to see if they're still fucking stupid. Guess what? Those are both fucking views. I don't care if they're mad. They're both views.
Direct your
Anyway.
hate towards Nikki13.
Yeah, no, go ahead. Fucking email me. Come at me, bro.
We'll put it in the mail section.
Yeah.
Oh, God, that'd be so much fun. We'll have like
Dude,
we'll
fucking
have-
Send your hate mail here.
Corner.
Send your hate mail, yeah.
Anyway, until
We
next week.
We start a second podcast that's just me reading just like the deepest fucking hate mail I can find.
It's like the celebrities read angry tweets.
I start posting shit on Facebook like I'm Spencer.
Until next week, I'm Aaron Lamping.
I'm Nikki13.
I am Sumbro.
Slade.
We'll see you guys.
Is who he is. He's not a Pokemon. He can fucking say other words. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye, bye, bye.